FM 96 Tube.
Hey, FM 96 listeners, Sherrie Rains here with Sarah Burke and Dave the Pro from East Park, and he's going to be teaching us a thing or two about golf again this season. Dave, today's lesson one, what are we working on?
Well, tonight I think we have to go back to the basics. We have to learn about our grip and posture and ball position, and we'll get a few balls, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next one.
Woo!
A couple of things that you're looking for when you look down at your hand. The line that's created between your thumb and your index finger should come up and point at your right shoulder. You see how this line here is coming up towards your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. And enough of the back of your hand that you can see two knuckles, and your wrist is up on top of the golf club.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I'm going to get you to do is just, that's it, draw that up and see if we can eliminate that space there. Just when we go to put our other hand on, I recommend what we call an interlocking grip, which is where you point the index finger here and you just see how you interlock your index finger between your pinky and your third finger?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what we've done in the past. And what you do is you lock, the club actually sits right on top of the crease there where your fingers meet your hand. And then you take the meaty part of your thumb on your right hand and just cover the thumbnail of your left hand. And I like to take my thumb, instead of being right on top like that where I can really squeeze hard, I want to bring it off to the side just a little bit. So that the line, if it came straight up off my thumb, it would come to my right shoulder as well. So basically what I'm looking for is this line coming off my thumb and this line running in parallel up toward my right shoulder. Yep. So you always think of your grip as like a tube of toothpaste that you've taken the cap off of. And you want to hold it tight enough that you've got control of it, but you don't squeeze any toothpaste out.
Right.
Because if you squeeze too tight, you introduce tension throughout your entire body.
Right.
And when you swing the golf club, you want it to be kind of effortless and smooth and easy. So if we think about our feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Then what we do is we bend over from the waist. I want you to keep your knees straight to start off with. Bend over from the waist until the club is flat on the ground. Then we're going to soften our knees. So we have to do something very important here, and that is I have to shoot my rear end out a little bit.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you got to shoot the rear end out, and what that does is it counterbalances when I went like this. As soon as I shot the rear end out, now I'm back with a really nice weight distribution on my feet between the balls of my feet and my heels.
It's like you're almost about to sit down on the cam, but not quite. Halfway
or you're on your way for a squat, but hey,
squat
whatever
works.
you come up with.
Now, I've always thought it was more like sitting on the arm of a couch myself.
Arm of a couch, that's what I was going for.
There you go.
About to sit down on the lazy chair.
There you go.
Lazy boy.
All right,
there we
so
go.
now, when we're in this position as well, our arms should be straight. There shouldn't be any tension there, but they should be straight. They just come straight down from your shoulders to the golf club like this. So for the purposes tonight, when I'm hitting an iron, okay, which is what we're going to hit tonight, I want to place the club right down in behind the ball, and as I separate my feet to be shoulder width apart, I want the club to be dead center between my feet, and of course the ball would be just in front of the club face. And that pretty much covers off the things that you need to know.
And only one potty joke.
Only
Just
one
one.
potty?
Here are the 5 things you need to know from this video to win stuff from East Park and FM 96. Before you even swing, 5 things you have to set up.
Okay, we're going to start with our hands. We have to know how to put our hands on the golf club properly and how to apply the proper grip pressure.
Number 1.
Number 2 is we have to know how to place our feet, so we're standing far enough away from the ball and making sure that our feet are shoulder width apart and making sure that the ball is just ahead of center in our feet when we're using an iron.
Okay, that's 2.
Then we have to make sure we bend our knees just slightly. Is that number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3.
And then we have to make sure that we shoot our rear end out a little bit, just like we're sitting on the arm of a couch.
4.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
You beat
And
me to it.
last but not least, we have to make sure that our arms are straight, but not tense, just nice and straight and relaxed.
All right, 5 things. Mark it down.
Hey, there you go.
Woo! Bird!
Nice.
Yeah, what?
Let me see what you got.
All right. Oh, you
Nice
smoked
and straight.
me on that.
Nice and straight.
Nice and straight, though. The line on that, whoo!
Perfect.
Oh, it's going to be a
So
good summer.
Oh,
How about that?
gorgeous. Well, I'm done for the day.
So, Cher, this is how you do it.
Oh,
Beautiful.
pretty good.
Well done.
All right. Well, it's officially on.
There you go.
So, Burke, this is how you do it.
Nice.
Just like that.
All right, so great job tonight, Sarah. I think one of the things we learned tonight is that you don't want to use your wrists. You want to keep your left arm nice and straight and not as much wrist
You're not going to
action.
make
You
your...
hear that, Burke? Work on that, your wrists,
Yeah,
all right?
and for you,
Oh.
Can't wait.
we had to slow your swing down a little bit
Oh.
so that you could complete your transition nice and smooth. And then when you did that, you hit some really good shots. I said that Sarah's shots to start off with were like my favorite Tom Cruise movie, Risky Business.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Oh.
See you next week, Dave.
Dad, another dad joke.
You've been watching FM 96.2, streaming live at FM96.com, London's best rock.